Our first fight of the night in the amateur ranks, a lightweight division battle between James Bad Boy Johnson, here he comes, and Matt Hosea, one of the identical twins from Savannah, Tennessee, that we talked about in the intro tonight. James Johnson from Walnut, Mississippi, fighting for Earthquake MMA, coached and cornered by Jeremy Rogers and Raymond Kingston Bledsoe. He has a 4-3 record, 5'8", 157-pounder. Tell us a little bit about James Bad Boy Johnson.
Well, I think the most important thing to note on James is his age of 43 years old. He's fighting a kid, it could be his grandson. But he works hard, he's been in this game for a long time, he's willing to take fights just like his brother, Jeremy Rogers, who you see in the red sweatshirt giving him a hug before he goes in there. This guy takes fights, he's probably got 2 or 3 more booked in the next month. The guy wants to come in, fight, put on a show, and I'm excited to have him in here.
If anything we have learned over the years is don't count out somebody because of a numeral.
Hey, my old butt got in there, so you never know.
But again, 43 years of age, and he's giving up 25 years. He's the 25-year senior of his opponent, Matt Hosea from Savannah, Tennessee, and Cobra Combat. There's a good look at James Bad Boy Johnson. And now we'll introduce Matt Hosea to you, who's coached and cornered by Cobra Frierson. His identical twin, Hunter, will be on the card. In fact, fight number 3 of the evening. He is 0-1, so he's looking for his first fight, or first victory, I should say. He lost a decision to Trent Sowell back in April. We take a look at the tail of the tape. A height advantage for Matt Hosea at 6 foot, with James Johnson only 5'8". Official weigh-in yesterday, Johnson at 157, 153 for a Hosea. They're both freestyle fighters, but again, the age difference, that's what jumps out at you. 25-year difference between James Johnson and Matt Hosea. And here comes Matt Hosea inside the cage. Eric McMahon will be the third man in the cage for this first fight of the evening. Now, let's get the formal introduction of the two warriors as we go back to our very own Michael Kelly.
V3 Legion, this opening bout is brought to you by Alliance MMA, and it's set for 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action. The third man in the cage will be Eric McMahon. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black trunks with the red trim at 5 feet 8 inches. He weighed in at 157.4 pounds. A freestyle fighter with an MMA record of 4 wins and 3 losses. Representing Earthquake MMA and fighting out of Walnut, Mississippi, James Bad Boy Johnson. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the orange corner. He wears the black trunks with the red and white trim. At 6 foot even, he weighed in at 153 pounds. A freestyle fighter with an MMA record of 0 wins and 1 loss. Representing Cobra Combat MMA and fighting out of Savannah, Tennessee, Matt Hosea.
Thank you very much, Michael Kelly. 3-minute rounds as we begin our V3 Fight 63 card here at the Fitz Hotel and Casino in Tunica, Mississippi. Round 1, here we go, and we're underway from the Fitz.
I think what you're going to see early is Johnson's going to come out and just throw some haymakers. But we've got to make sure that Hosea keeps his composure in there. He had a really, really good fight with Trent Sowell in his debut. A close decision loss, could have gone either way. This kid's tough, he's the future. But you see him kind of showboating a little bit. It's not something you should do, especially going against a hard hitter like James Johnson.
Well, trying to put on a show for the folks. Again, this is a young guy, 18 years of age, and he'll learn. If Johnson tags him a few times, he'll stop that showboating. But right now, a little feeling out process here. Johnson backs off. Both
these guys definitely stand-up guys, but as you've already seen, looks like Matt has some leg kicks in his arsenal that I don't think James Johnson really has.
Overhand right off the mark by Johnson. What Hosea does have is the reach.
And I'm thinking the later this fight goes, obviously the advantage is going to shift towards Matt just based on conditioning.
There's a nice kick that got caught a little bit there by Johnson, and Hosea will try again. A lot of pop on that one.
I think it got caught after it connected. We heard the sound, and he follows up with a nice right straight in.
And he continues the showboat here. Johnson, though, unable to measure him up, and now he pushes him away. And no attempt by either to go to the ground, as my partner said. Both stand-up fighters.
Composure is something you've got to learn with experience. And a 43-year-old man, he's going to be able to stay composed. He's caught a couple kicks, but he's going to keep his composure, where Matt, it's already looking like he's kind of losing it a little bit, putting his hands down, telling him to come on.
Well, you see Johnson being very, very careful as he tries to reach there, and he's way off the mark. Again, this is a tall, lanky guy, and you hope to catch him by surprise with a big shot.
See, Matt's not really putting.
Oh, he caught him with the right.
Together.
Big right there by Hosea. He caught Johnson, and now a little ground and pound as they do go to the ground. Saw Eric McMahon, the official, the referee, push his hand off the cage. Can't hold on to the side of the cage there.
He had his fingers intertwined in the cage, which is illegal. Now it looks like Matt may be working for a front headlock choke here.
Under a minute to go in round number 1. Now Johnson was able to slide out of it just a bit. Now a couple hammer fists from Hosea.
Hosea wants to make sure when he's throwing those fists, you see he dropped to his knee.
A lot of contact here, and he's turtling up Johnson. He's covering up as Hosea is letting it out, and he's letting it fly, and Eric McMahon is going to stop it with 10 seconds to go. You probably heard the click, right? The little pounding of the wood there, which indicates 10 seconds to go in a round, and Johnson not able to beat the bell as Matt Hosea gets his first victory to even his record at 1-1.
You know, the referees and judges referee made it very clear at the beginning of the rules meeting. It's all about fighter safety. Amateur fighter in trouble, taking blows, even if he's defending them. We want to make sure they're safe to fight another day. And that's what Eric McMahon did. You see the original punch here. He dropped him with that right, kind of stunned him. And that was really all she wrote after that. You see some blows there. You see where he was holding the fence. Eric McMahon intelligently tells him to stop. We don't want to see guys get hurt that way.
First fight ends in an electric victory for Matt Hosea. His identical twin, Hunter, will be coming up in just a few minutes. But let's get the official time of this first battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the V3 cage at Fitz Casino, we present the official time of 2 minutes, 52 seconds in round number 1. Referee Eric McMahon calls a halt to the bout due to strikes, declaring your winner by TKO victory and getting his first MMA victory, Matt Hosea.
Nice job by Matt Hosea. Great sportsmanship between him and bad boy James Johnson. 2:52 of the first round, so nearly made it to a second round, but Hosea gets his first victory, winning by TKO. And now a few words from our winner.
So you finally turned 18. You fought for us before when you weren't even 18. You had a tough fight. You're back in here getting that first win. Walk us through it.
Oh, man, my coach told me, just double jabs and leg kicks is how he reacts, man. I was a little timid at first, and then I was like, man, before I say anything else, all this glory isn't for me, man. It's for God. Man, I wouldn't be nowhere without him. I love him so much, man. My friend Gavin, his girlfriend Morgan, Wilson Williams, Hunter Hosea, Big Ben over there, I see all y'all. Man, I can do something. My coaches and my teammates, man, my family, mom and dad, I love y'all.
Well, your twin brother's fighting later on this card. What are you predicting for his fight?
Oh, man, straight up knockout, son. Any round, I don't care, knockout. He's too good, man.
Well, he got one last time. We look forward to seeing you again, only 18 years old, Matt Hosea.
Well, we know Matt's a good fighter. Let's see if he's a good prognosticator, as we'll have his twin brother going up a little bit later on in the program. Coming up next, the V3Fights light heavyweight division battle between Jesse Roberson and Brandon Williford. Stay right here on V3Fights.com/live.